Many people give fame a try for 15 minutes or so and decide to take a hard pass. You know how, morning you, thanks, evening you, when you took the time to straighten up, do the dishes, and make the coffee before bed so your day starts off that much more pleasantly. With this soup, dinner time you will be simply thrilled that morning you took the time to prepare it. After realizing life in the spotlight isn't their true calling, some go on to pursue surprisingly normal careers. It's possible you'll even cross paths with some of them, who are now your peers, because these 29 celebrities found their niche in normalcy. See 30 celebrities who went from rags to riches last updated, Dec. Oh, and that prep takes about 10 minutes, FYI. Then it simmers in the slow cooker for 8 savory hours or 4 on a higher cooking temperature. Here's the thing, as tasty as this simple-to-make slow cooker potato soup is, chef and food writer Laura Sampson of Little House Big Alaska says, the toppings make this soup, so everyone can pick and choose their favorites. 14. 2020 Geoffrey Owens In 2018, a Trader Joe's customer snapped a series of photos of former The Cosby Show star Geoffrey Owens bagging groceries at a Clifton, New Jersey, location of the grocery chain. Use onions, chives, sour cream, shredded cheeses, leftover chopped veggies, leftover meats, croutons, and so on. You really can't go wrong. This soup is hearty enough, when well topped, to be a meal in and of itself. Sampson adds that, a big thick wedge of bread would make this bowl of soup sheer perfection. Owens, who had continued to land small parts since his time on the show ended in 1992, told Good Morning America that he was not ashamed of his side job. And a salad for a bit of refreshment goes along with this soup really well too. A quick word of warning, serve it as an appetizer at your own peril because your guests may end up full after the first course. Gather your ingredients for this slow cooker potato soup. Remember that the ingredients here are for the base of this slow cooker potato soup, but the toppings make the meal. You have a lot of options to work with here, but with chives, cheddar, chopped bacon, and more can be delicious when you add it to this soup. There's no job better than another. Every job is worthwhile, he said. His resurgence in the press ended up being a boon for Owens' previously dormant acting career. However, the base ingredients you need include 2 32-ounce bags of frozen Southern-style diced hash browns, 32 ounces of chicken broth, a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk, a 1 1/2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon salt, and a half teaspoon of black pepper. Also, feel free to use a vegetable broth if you want to make a vegetarian-friendly soup. Start the potatoes simmering for your slow cooker potato soup. Empty both bags of diced potatoes into the slow cooker and spread them out evenly. Then pour in the 32 ounces of chicken broth, or your preferred broth, and stir to mix them. Owens has since scored parts on Tyler Perry's The Haves and the Have-Nots, and the ABC sitcom, Bless This Mess. Dylan Sprouse along with his twin brother, Cole. Dylan Sprouse started acting when he was just 8 months old. Best known for their hit television series, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the brothers also shared the role of Julian McGrath in Big Daddy. He hasn't completely turned his back on acting, but these days, Dylan is more focused on brewing. As America's youngest master brewer, according to Interview magazine, Sprouse co-founded All Wise Meadery in Brooklyn, New York, where he serves as CEO and head mazer. Phoebe Cates Klein, fondly remembered as Linda Barrett in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Phoebe Cates had a busy acting career in the 80s and early 90s that also included starring roles in Gremlins and the cult classic Drop Dead Fred. She married fellow thespian Kevin Kline in 1989 and essentially retired from acting to focus on raising their 2 children. She's now living a quiet life in New York City as a boutique owner. Now, turn on the slow cooker and set it to low if you have 8 hours in which to simmer your soup, which is ideal, FYI, or to high if you need to serve it up in closer to 4 hours. Remember that not all slow cookers cook the same way. I always caution people to make this first on a day when they can be home to watch it and make sure it doesn't cook too fast or too slowly, says Laura Sampson. That way, they can gauge how it works best for their slow cooker and go from there in the future. Mix the rest of the ingredients for your slow cooker potato soup and let it cook in a decent-sized mixing bowl. Whisk together the evaporated milk and the cream of mushroom soup, and then toss in the salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. Mix everything together for a few seconds, and then pour the mix into the slow cooker over the potatoes. Her Blue Tree Shop, which opened in 2005, is located in the city's Carnegie Hill neighborhood, in Manhattan's prestigious Upper East Side. Hank Aaron Baseball Hall of Famer Hank Aaron has swapped his focus from sports to business. He's now a franchisee with several chain locations under his belt, including Church's Chicken, Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen and Krispy Kreme, Entrepreneur reported. Rick Moranis. Actor Rick Moranis was in his heyday throughout the 80s and early 90s, starring in big hits like Ghostbusters and Little Shop of Horrors. Then, tragedy struck and his wife, Anne, died of breast cancer in 1997. Moranis stepped away from the cameras and focused his life on being a stay-at-home dad after the tragic passing of his wife, with some voice work thrown into the mix, The Hollywood Reporter reported. Use a flexible spatula to get as much of this mix out of the bowl as you can. Now, it's time to cover the slow cooker and let it do its thing, remembering to check now and then to be sure it's not cooking off too much liquid, especially if this is the first time you're making the dish. An acting comeback could be on the horizon for Moranis, who starts in Shrunk, a forthcoming reboot of the '89 family hit, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Lisa Whelchel starred as Blair Warner on The Facts of Life, from 1979 to 1988. You can cut the heat and/or add a bit of broth if that seems to be the case. Prep the toppings for your slow cooker potato soup, then wait, then serve. Your work on the base soup is done, but you might as well chop your choice of toppings. She got married a few months after the show ended, and decided to leave the entertainment industry to be a stay-at-home wife, mom and author. Cut up your chives, dice your onions, shred your cheese, and so on. She's written more than 10 books and founded the Mom Time Ministries. When you're done, you can store your toppings in the fridge until your soup is ready. In recent years, she's taken on a few acting jobs, primarily TV movies, but also serves as a speaker and life coach. Gene Hackman. Actor Gene Hackman had 100 acting credits to his name when he said during a 2004 interview with Larry King that his acting career was over. The star of such films as The French Connection, The Royal Tenenbaums, and The Poseidon Adventure, was instead focusing on his new career as a novelist. As for the soup, once it's ready, serve as is or, if want, puree it with a hand blender to give it a smoother consistency. Serve your slow cooker potato soup in bowls, top as you want, or let your diners do it themselves, and enjoy the heartiness. Hackman has co-authored 3 books, including the chilling thriller, Pursuit. Vanilla Ice. In 1990, Vanilla Ice, aka Robert Van Winkle, tore up the charts with his hit song, Ice Ice Baby. When his music career hit a pause in the mid-90s, he got into the real estate business. A skilled flipper, remodeler and builder, Van Winkle's work earned him the DIY network television series, The Vanilla Ice Project. The show started in 2010 and is currently in its 10th season. Eric Estrada. Seasoned actor Eric Estrada has nearly 150 credits to his name, but acting isn't his only focus. Again, this soup is surprisingly filling, so be ready to be full fast. 2 32-ounce bags of frozen Southern-style diced hash browns, 32 ounces chicken broth, 12-ounce can of evaporated milk, 1–1/2 cans cream of mushroom soup, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon black pepper, shredded cheddar cheese, bacon bits, green onions, chives, steamed broccoli, chopped chicken, sour cream. Put potatoes in the crock of the slow cooker and pour the chicken broth over the potatoes. Turn on slow cooker. In a mixing bowl, whisk together the evaporated milk and the cream of mushroom soup, then mix in the salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. Pour mixture over the potatoes in the slow cooker, then cover and set timer. When cooking time is almost up, check for doneness. He famously played Officer Frank Poncherello in the television series, Chips, in the late 70s and early 80s, but that clearly left him wanting more. Fiction met reality in July 2016, when Estrada was sworn in as a police reserve officer in St. Anthony, Idaho. Since joining the force, he's helped the department get a police dog and works to protect children from online predators. He previously served as a reserve officer in Muncie, Indiana. Angelina Pavarnik. Original, Jersey Shore. Cast member Angelina Pavarnik was involved in plenty of drama during her 2 partial seasons on the hit reality show. Potatoes should have cooked down to a soft creamy soup. You can use immersion blender to further puree if you want. Add the toppings of your choice, serve with bread, salad, or other sides, and enjoy. In an interview with Hollywood Life, she admits to having regrets about leaving the show but is grateful her departure allowed her to pursue a career helping others. Pavarnik now works as an EMT for the FDNY. In 2018 and 2019, she did manage to take a few days off from saving lives to make an appearance on Jersey Shore Family Vacation, and she's set to return on the upcoming season. Macaulay Culkin as a child actor, Macaulay Culkin racked up a resume that catapulted him to worldwide fame. Most notably, he was Kevin McAllister in the Home Alone movies, but he also starred in films like My Girl and Richie Rich. These days, Culkin rarely acts, but he's still entertaining fans with his Bunny Ears satirical lifestyle blog. This is accompanied by a weekly Bunny Ears podcast, hosted by Culkin, credited as Mac Culkin on the podcast's website, and, until June 2020, his friend Matt Cohen. John Gosselin. He soared to fame on John and Kate Plus 8, but John Gosselin is now living a different reality. When he and ex-wife Kate divorced in 2009, their hit show was retooled as Kate Plus 8, leaving him out of a job. Determined to make ends meet the old-fashioned way, Gosselin returned to work. Over the years, he's held a variety of jobs, including waiter, DJ and a cook at TGI Fridays. He's currently working as an IT specialist, according to his LinkedIn profile. Angus T. Jones. After starring on 2.5 Men for more than a decade, Angus T. Jones took a step out of the Hollywood limelight. He enrolled in college at the University of Colorado at Boulder, and as of a 2016 interview with People, Jones was working as president of entertainment for Tonight, an events company founded by Sean Diddy Combs' son Justin. Al Green. He's had 8 top 10 hits on the Billboard Hot 100, but Al Green is more than just a musician. The Let's Stay Together singer has been the pastor at Full Gospel Tabernacle Church in Memphis, Tennessee, for more than 40 years. Neither the church nor Green appears to have a website. However, several recent TripAdvisor reviews rave about hearing the 11-time Grammy winner preach. His strong faith was evident in a 2016 interview with the news site Commercial Appeal when he revealed he has regular conversations with God. Lauren Lowe Bosworth. MTV viewers watched Lauren Lowe Bosworth grow up in front of the camera. She starred as herself on the MTV hit series, Laguna Beach, The Real Orange County, until 2005, then appeared on The Hills, from 2007 to 2010. These days, she's traded in reality television to be a serious girl boss. Bosworth founded personal care brand Love Wellness, runs lifestyle site The Low Down and co-hosts the weekly podcast, Lady Lovin'. Andrew Shue. During the 90s, Andrew Shue starred as Billy Campbell on Melrose Place. Despite his successful career, he decided he didn't want to be an actor. Already an entrepreneur, he co-founded DoSomething.org in 1993. Shue used his business instincts to co-found Club Mom, an offline shopping club. This led to the co-founding of social networking site CafeMom and the subsequent Cafe Media, a digital media giant that reaches 102 million monthly unique visitors and 417 million social followers, according to its LinkedIn profile. Jeff Cohen. As a child actor, Jeff Cohen rose to fame as Chunk in The Goonies. He continued acting until 1991, right before he started college. Now a lawyer, he co-founded the firm Cohen Gardner LLP in 2002. Located in Beverly Hills, California, the firm represents clients in the entertainment, media and technology industries. As an author, his book, The Dealmaker's 10 Commandments, was published by the American Bar Association. Willa Ford. In 2001, Willa Ford's hit song, I Wanna Be Bad, peaked at number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100. When her second single failed to take off after its release on September 11, 2001, she decided to step back from the music industry. Ford occasionally dabbles in acting, but she works full-time as an interior designer. The founder and head designer of Los Angeles-based W. Ford Interiors now channels her creative energy into creating beautiful spaces for her clients. Josh Saviano starred as Paul Pfeiffer on the late 80s and early 90s smash hit, The Wonder Years. After that, he left acting behind, with the exception of a recurring guest stint on Law & Order: Special Victims Unit, in recent years. According to his LinkedIn profile, he spent nearly 12 years as a lawyer at New York City-based Morrison Cohen LLP, where he made partner. Saviano left the firm in 2015 and founded Act 3 Advisors, which provides strategic advice and consulting to clients looking to form a brand. He's also a founder of Spotlight Advisory Group, designed to support creatives. Michael Scheffling. He captured hearts as Jake Ryan in the 1984 cult classic, 16 Candles, but Michael Scheffling wasn't into acting for the long haul. He retired from show business after appearing in Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken in 1991 and completely disappeared from the public eye. In a 1990 interview with the Los Angeles Times, Scheffling revealed he lived near Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and ran a successful furniture-making business from his home. Reporters have tried to track him down since, but their attempts have been unsuccessful. Karen Parsons. An accomplished actress, Karen Parsons starred as Hilary Banks on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in the 1990s. By 2002, she took a 16-year break from acting. She returned to television in the series, Fly, in 2018, which gave her time to focus on other passions. Parsons established the Sweet Blackberry Foundation and currently serves as president of the nonprofit, which strives to bring untold stories of African American achievements to a child audience. Peter Ostrom. Peter Ostrom played the lucky boy who found the last golden ticket in 1971's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Despite having the starring role of Charlie in the popular film, Ostrom never acted again. He now works as a veterinarian on dairy farms in upstate New York. Mike Vitar. Mike Vitar starred in some of the most popular kids' movies of the 90s, The Sandlot, D2, Mighty Ducks, and D3, The Mighty Ducks. But his acting career was short-lived, spanning from just 1991 to 1997. As of 2018, Vitar was working as a firefighter in the Los Angeles area, PopSugar reported. Taron Noah Smith, Home Improvement. Star Taron Noah Smith played the youngest brother, Mark, from 1991 to 1999. Smith stopped acting after the show and went on to launch a line of vegan cheese called Playfood. It seems the cheese line is no more, based on the brand's now defunct website, and Smith now lives on a sailboat in Sausalito, California, Entertainment Tonight reported. It seems his time working on a home improvement show did rub off on his real life, though. In 2017, Smith spent 2 months volunteering in Corpus Christi, Texas, repairing and clearing buildings that had been damaged by Hurricane Harvey, Inside Edition reported. Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes showed off her precocious comedic chops as a cast member on All That, from 1996 to 2002, and landed her own spin-off show, The Amanda Show. She also starred in a number of films throughout the 2000s, including Hairspray, What a Girl Wants, and She's the Man. Her last acting credit is 2010's Easy A. Since then, Bynes has had a tumultuous time outside of the spotlight, telling Paper that she struggled with drug addiction. Despite her issues, Bynes has been focused on being a normal college student. She graduated from Los Angeles Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in 2019. Cameron Diaz. Although she was one of the biggest movie stars of the 90s and 2000s, Cameron Diaz has since left the acting world behind. Her last role was 2014's Annie, and she told Entertainment Weekly in 2018 that she was, actually retired. Diaz's current focus is on being a stay-at-home mom. People reported that she and husband Benji Madden would not be hiring a nanny and that Diaz wants to spend every second with the baby. Charlie Korsmo. Charlie Korsmo got his big break in 1991 as Jackie in Hook. He went on to star in Can't Hardly Wait in 1998 and made a brief return to acting 20 years later in the 2018 film, Chained for Life. However, nowadays his main focus is working as a law professor. He currently teaches at the Case Western Reserve University School of Law. Danny Lloyd. As a child actor, Danny Lloyd starred alongside Jack Nicholson in The Shining, in 1980. Although Lloyd had a bit part in the film, Dr. Sleep, in 2019, he's mostly shied away from acting since the film that made him famous. According to his Twitter bio, Lloyd is now a teacher and farmer. Mara Wilson. As a child, Mara Wilson stole hearts on the silver screen, starring in the 1994 reboot of Miracle on 34th Street, as well as in Matilda, in 1996. In adolescence, Wilson seemingly disappeared from Hollywood, leading many to wonder what happened to her. Wilson, who decided to focus on writing stories instead of starring in movies, cheekily titled her 2016 memoir, Where Am I Now?, True Stories of Girlhood and Accidental Fame. A vocal presence on Twitter, Wilson is a mental health advocate, challenging stigmas around OCD and anxiety. More from Geo-banking rates. Gabrielle Olya and Nicole Spector contributed to the reporting for this article. Laura Woods is a freelance writer with more than 10 years of experience. She specializes in a variety of topics, including marketing, personal finance, entertainment and lifestyle. Her work has been featured on dozens of sites, including HuffPost, CNBC, Business Insider, NASDAQ, MSN, Yahoo, Fortune, Inc., Entrepreneur and PopSugar. She holds a Bachelor of Arts in Communications from the University of Pittsburgh and an MBA from Robert Morris University. Financial tips straight to your inbox. Stay in the know with our expert-backed financial advice. From banking to investing to retirement, our newsletter has you covered.